You know what I'm tired of, folks? I'm tired of movie trailers lying to us, just flat out fucking lying and saying, hey, it's only gonna be in theaters. No, it's not. No, it's not. You put that out on DVDs and you just lie to us every single time. You know what I mean? It's always like, in the kingdom below the blades of grass, survival is earned. Where venom is law, armor is absolute. And the shadows hold predators you could never imagine. This summer, the smallest among us will face the ultimate threat. Bugtopia. Only in theaters, September 22nd. It's time to get casually uncomfortable with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, folks, Chuck Jerome is shitting and getting. He has hit another milestone. It is episode 280. Yes. Thank you so very much. Thank you for joining in and just having fun with me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Rants, randomness, and relatable topics. That's what this is all about. That is what I wanted when I started this podcast over 5 years ago. I didn't know how far I was going to get into it, but my only rule was, if I'm not having fun, shut the shit down. And 280 episodes later, I am still having a damn good time, and I'm trying to get back to my roots, trying to get them sound effects and all the fun stuff back in here, because that is where I started, and I need to take it back to where it's at. But you know, you never can go back too far, because if I'm going to stick to the movie idea right now, think about this. Think about all the movies that they could not even make today. And some for good reason. Like they couldn't make Shallow Hal. They couldn't make White Chicks. They definitely couldn't make Tropic Thunder. But there are a few people that are going to buck the system. Look, the Wayans brothers, they have out another scary movie. I was going to say Scream, but scary movie. That first one came out in, I think, 2000. I remember seeing that in theaters. I snuck into that movie over the summer, and I watched it, and it was wild. Then I'm like 14, maybe 15, depending on when the movie came out. The main movie I think about is Tropic Thunder, and how Robert Downey Jr. didn't get a lot of shit because of him playing blackface and how it was so damn believable. The person that did was Ben Stiller, because he played a character, a mentally challenged character, and people didn't like that. But people didn't give a shit that a white guy was playing a black guy, because he did it so well, and people didn't even know off the bat. White Chicks, think about that one. Black guys in whiteface playing white women. And the 90s and the early 2000s, dude, you would see some wild shit in movies. American Pie. I mean, not the biggest scene, but the dude fucked a pie. And then he videotaped one of the girls without her knowing. You can't be doing that shit. And people didn't even care. And it went on to make fucking sequels. And then it branched off into some other dumb shit that I definitely didn't check out. But I just think about that from time to time and just like, how much the world is changing. Like now, people are stuck to their damn phones all the damn time. I hate it. I was just talking to someone the other day about wanting to go back to a BlackBerry because a BlackBerry gave you just the right amount of information to keep you the fuck off of it. But the phones that we have now, you could just be on that bitch for hours doing nothing. And now my phone tells me at the end of each week how much of a shitty human being I have been. Hey, you've been on your phone this week for approximately 7 hours. And I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit. And then it'll even go further and break all that shit down. Hey, you were shitty then, and then at this time, and then at this time you were doing this. And I'm like, wow. Wow. I'm a piece of shit. But yeah, the world is changing, folks, and there's nothing we can do about it. The old people that I see when I go to a store and they're cashing out and they're bitching because they don't want to use the tap to pay or their cards and all that shit. Hey, grandma, get the fuck out of line or have someone else do your shopping for you. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. There's too many idiots in the stores today. And they're bitching and I don't want to use my card. Or they leave it in the fucking machine and it's like, but then if you use the services that most of these places have now where you can pre-order your food and just pick it up, the people that are doing the picking up of the food always pick out the shittiest foods, like definitely the produce. You don't want to do the produce. You don't want to do produce or any meats. You can probably get by with cans and shit that's sealed up because these people, you get a box. You get a box of spaghetti and it looks like someone punched every fucking side of that spaghetti. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? So, it does make life easier. But I don't like getting stuff because I've used it before and I was like, oh, let me try and get some fresh vegetables and fruits. And they don't look so fresh. You know what I'm saying? They look like garbage. But yeah, I just want a life where I don't crave food. And I mean, the bullshit. Like, I want to have good stuff. And this new journey that I'm on, I'm happy for how things are going so far because I don't have time to stop and just get bullshit all the time. So I have to meal prep. So the other day I broke down and went to Walmart. Fuck that place. Actually, kind of fuck that place because this time that I went was not the worst experience that I've had. Only problem I had was I was in there for an hour and a half. And I'm just like, oh, and I'm going through my list. I'm like, damn. But I got everything that is healthy and amazing. And on Sunday, I meal prepped for the week. And I got some good stuff. Like I made some chicken, cubed it up, got some tzatziki sauce, some cucumbers, some onions, some minced garlic, mixed all that shit together. There's a meal. There's a meal for a few days. Then days before that, I got some ground beef, did some mixed vegetables in that, and more tzatziki. Maybe next week I'll switch it over and stop with the tzatziki so I can save one of the containers and use hot sauce. And then it's watermelon season, so I'm always having some watermelon. And round everything up with some sweet potatoes. Last week I baked them with the skin on, took it off, and sliced it into little coins. This week, I cubed them up, baked them in the oven. Oh, a little salt, a little pepper. I was worried. I was like, man, the salt and pepper is going to take away from the sweetness. Nope. Shit was delicious. So I'm just trying to make those positive changes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I hope you do too. It's nice outside, which makes people just want to get outside. You want to do something out in the world. Hey, I wanted to give everybody a quick update. You remember that beer that I got a while ago? The Mexican hot chocolate beer that had the fucking cayenne pepper in it? Well, it took me about a fucking month to get through the 6-pack. And by the end of it, that shit grew on me. But I won't get it again. Look, Chuck loves a good chocolate beer, a good chocolate whiskey. I am all about that type of stuff. Like I just found this new wine called Chocolate Shop. And it has combined two things that I like, chocolate and red wine. And the flavor is amazing. It's to the point that I need to slow down because I have been getting a couple bottles at a time. Just like a $12 bottle of wine. And I'm feeling fine. But yeah, it's got real delicious, flavorful chocolate notes. And you can really, them notes hit. Ooh, it's just an amazing, amazing taste. And it's got just enough alcohol that you're not just fucking sloshed by the time you finish a couple or a few cups, glasses, whatever, the whole bottle. You're good. You're really good to go. So, yeah, I'm going to, that's my thing. It's called Chocolate Shop. I got to start talking some places about sponsorship because I would definitely, once I start doing videos, I would definitely put this wine up on my table and just have it right there. Maybe take a couple sips as I'm doing the episode. Hey, look, I'm going to switch it up right now and just say, surround yourself with other successful people. That's what you got to do. And for the most part of my life, I have done that. I have surrounded myself with people who had goals and ambition to do other things than what they were just doing. And I thank the good Lord for that I wasn't surrounded with people who just settled. And these people around me, I want to say thank you to you because you kept me on track. You kept me happy. You kept me motivated. You kept me inspired. Seriously, because there's a lot of people who just don't want to do. And I've never been put around those people, so to say. I don't know how I wanted to say that, but yeah. Thank you. That's really all I can say. I don't know about you, but if I see a dead animal in the road, I am not going to run over whatever creature it is. Nope. No way. I don't want that shit getting stuck in my fucking axle, in the grooves of my tires. There was one day I was at work and I was driving and I hit a dead skunk. And that thing got trapped in the tires, like in the grooves of the tires. And I'm telling you, woo, I wanted to drive that bitch through a field just to get the goop and guts out of there. Because when I'd get out of my fucking vehicle, you could just smell it. And I don't know if you smelled what a skunk smells like. Like, that spray is potent. So imagine someone else hit it. You didn't see it in the road. Go over it. And now it's just the funk is stuck with you. The funk said, funk you. Damn. That's all I can say. Damn. You get out of the car and it's like you just got assaulted. Like someone just came up and punched you square in your jaw. You don't even know. You're looking around like, what the fuck? And I clipped it. I didn't even like run over the whole thing, but it was, I guess when whoever else hit it, knocked that stink sack, knocked it over to the right side. And I fucking hit it. Now, the worst animal that gets in the road and is like, oh, I'm just going to fuck around in the road. Squirrels. A couple weeks ago, I'm going somewhere. I'm driving down the road. I see the squirrel crossing the road. He went from left to right. Then, as soon as he got to the right, that son of a bitch doubled back to the left, got to the middle, and then doubled back again to the right. Now I'm pissed. I'm honking my horn at a fucking animal. It's crazy. I've never hit an animal with my vehicle. Knock on wood. I hope I don't jinx myself. Never hit an animal, but I have hit a person. And I don't want to save that for another episode. So what happened was, imagine I'm the third car in line in a right-hand turn lane. You can either turn or you can go straight. So the first car turns right. The second car goes straight. I'm the third car. I turn right. Now, it should also be noted that it was raining like a motherfucker. Like, it was that rain where you can't see shit. And this was like in high school. And I'm going around a turn, and I gently hit this woman. And now she is on the ground in the rain. And I remember she asked me if I was on my phone. And I wasn't. I really wasn't. She was like, were you on your phone? I was like, no, I wasn't. It's raining like crazy. This is so many years ago. I don't remember if she had the walk signal or it was do not walk. But yeah, I had to go to court. And I remember the day that I had to go to court. The weather, it was like 108 outside. And that day, the air conditioning broke in the courthouse. And I guess it was so fucked that any court case that they had that day was canceled. Unless it was some fucking serious shit going on. It was canceled. And I never had to go back to court. They never called me back or anything like that. I definitely kept a lookout in the mail and shit. Well, I mean, back then, everything was mail. You got some emails here and there, but dude, that's when the mail was booming. Now the mail's, it's more packages, probably more than, honestly, it's bullshit mail that they're still giving that out. Dude, I just went to my mailbox, and I don't have to go very often because I tell all the companies, I'm like, I'd rather go green and you just email it to me. Dude, I checked the mail. I threw away so much bullshit that it just pissed me off. I'm like, dude, these companies could be using these resources, just deleting them and putting the money somewhere else. Like, fuck. I don't know. It's not my money. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Fuck them. You know what's crazy? How pizza and salad go so well together. And you always see pizza places and they always have salad on the signs. Pizza, salad, and wings. That's how it is. But you never want to get the salad from the pizza place because you know what they do? They put the fucking salad on the pizza box. So when you get the salad, that shit is hot. You just got a bowl of hot lettuce. Nobody wants that shit. Then it's wilted and it's just mushy. You got to get it fresh. You got to get it fresh. I don't know. Just something I think about sometimes. Just some of that randomness from Chuck Jerome. Episode 280. Wow. Like, a lot of times I can't believe it. I think to myself, damn, you have gotten this to a spot where it's just second nature. I love it. 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 Hey, guess what? I love it. It reminds me of that meme with, what's that guy's name? Brian Williams. It's always like, hey, you go to a bar and the music's not too loud and the beer's cold and you can just relax and enjoy yourself. And he's like, I love it. I love it. You know what I think about all the time? How a lot of people get their licenses. The joke used to be, hey, you got your license out of a Cracker Jack box. And if you have never had Cracker Jacks, they always have a little prize in them. They probably don't anymore. The prizes are probably too fucking expensive. And they're like, if we put these prizes in here, we're just going to have to close the damn doors. But yeah, they need to really up their shit. I talked about it maybe a month or so ago, how the driving course now is a joke. People don't even know how to keep a car length in front of them. People get up on your ass. You're supposed to keep at least a car length in front of you to account for any bullshit that may occur. There's always something unexpected on the road. Think about it. That's why they call it the road of life. Because there's always some shit going on. But you just gotta be ready for anything. Because anything can happen. You're supposed to be able, if you're not even going to be a full car length behind a person, you need to be able to see every bit of their car through your windshield without you having to sit up. You need to be able to see the bottom of their back tires, which means you need to be able to see all of their vehicle. You know, just like school, they're just pushing people through to get their licenses, and I don't understand why. Just making the roads more and more unsafe. So be careful out there, folks, because shit is getting shittier. Speaking of things getting shittier, I think after 35, everyone should have to take some sort of self-defense class. I think you should. You have to do it. There's no way around it. If you don't, your fucking taxes go up. Your insurance goes up. Everything. You are a liability. That's how that should be taken. After 35, you should have to take some sort of self-defense. Because, as you get older, you don't want to do shit. You're like, I'm going to let it ride till I'm out of this bitch. But there needs to be some defensive movements in your life. You need to be able to dip, duck, and dodge. You got to do better. Because the people out here are crazy. You got to be ready, like I said, ready for anything. Because anything could happen, baby. You need to be able to know how to choke a motherfucker out once shit gets too wild. You need to know how to diffuse a situation with a motherfucking roundhouse kick. Because you know what? You cannot depend on the motherfucking police. You got to be able to hold your ground until them some bitches get around. So the other day I was on the highway and it was like a 5-lane highway, beltway, whatever you want to call it. And in the middle lane, there was a car that was spun around motherfucking facing traffic. Now I was in the left lane. I look about 5 cars up and there is a state trooper in my lane. There's no way that motherfucker didn't see the car that was a couple lanes to his right facing him in traffic. And you know what this cop did? He kept going straight. He didn't try and get over to that lane and stop traffic and see if anybody was safe. Nope. That motherfucker kept going. I don't remember what time it was, but it was probably at the end of the shift. And he was like, fuck that shit. I'm trying to get out of here. Because a car facing the opposite direction on the highway means you're going to be there for a few fucking hours. And I'm like, man, you can't depend on or trust these motherfuckers. And it's some, not all, but those ones that are the some, they fuck it up for the all. So you got to be able to stand your ground like a motherfucking Avenger until the dudes with the guns get there. So, yeah, after 35, you gotta have some sort of self-defense. You choose. You can do fucking jujitsu, fucking karate, Krav Maga, bare knuckle something. Honestly, I'd like to learn Krav Maga. I've thought about this for years. Maybe I will one day. I'm over 35, so like I said, I need to, get some kind of self-defense class. We'll see. We'll figure out the time for that. You know what's crazy? All the apps that we use now, okay, maybe not all of them, but a good portion of the apps that we use have daily quests. They're like fucking video games now. The news app that I use, it has daily quests. Read 5 articles. Fucking save 2 articles. Different shit like that. Stay on the app for 20 minutes and you're like, holy shit. Duolingo. It has daily quests. Stay on one. I know when I say stay on the app, it was like 10 minutes. Learn for 10 minutes. Get 80% of your answers correct. Do 2 sessions. The audiobooks I listen to, I get coins for every time that I sign in every day. Once the clock strikes 12, I could sign in. Hey, you're back. Here's 5 coins. Use them for whatever, and then you get enough coins and you hit like a jackpot and they give you extra coins. On my Xbox app, I get more coins if I sign in and just sign on to the app. hey, you're in the app. Here's, 5 more coins, 10 more coins, and they'll just add up. And then you can use them once you have enough and buy shit. It's crazy, but everything has side quests. This whole simulation is really turning into a simulation. And now, whenever you get into any of your apps, check it out. You may not notice it because you're just in the apps, but everything's probably going to do it. Give it time. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that bullshit. It's going to be like, hey, stay on our app for 10 minutes and we'll give you fucking some coins. And then you can use it to, upgrade to the premium. It's just wild. It's just ways to get you fucking hooked. That's why I said I just want a BlackBerry where I don't have to stress and you can't do as much because the screen was, shitty. You wanted to watch a video or something on there, it was rough to watch. So you had to wait till your ass got home and got online and, probably got on your email. But if you wanted to watch something on a BlackBerry, it didn't look good. It did not look good at all. And I'm fine to go back to that because it kept me off my phone just enough that I was able to do stuff and have fun and not be like, oh, let me check this dumb shit out. But that's where we are, folks. The technology is taking over. All right, let's hit that music because episode 280 has now come to a close. And now the sky is the limit. Now it is onward to episode 300. And that will happen on November the 9th. 2026. Damn. Moving and grooving, folks. If you got an idea, if you've got something you want to do, fucking do it. And make sure that you are having fun doing it. That's all I can say. Just have fun doing whatever you're going to do because in the end, it's all going to fucking stop at some point. So, live it up, have fun, do your thing, and, just don't be a piece of shit. That's all you can do. That's all you can ask for. And good things will come to you. Let's hit the music. And also, before you skedaddle, don't forget Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Casually Uncomfortable, Twitter, at Casually Unchuck. Let your friends know. Because they want to have a good time. They want to hear some fun stuff. And I appreciate you. Thank you again. Be safe. I'll see you Wednesday. And as always, don't be a piece of shit.